Let's start this segment with a little joke. I want you to meet William. William is a widower that has suffered from hearing loss for nearly 2 decades, but has never done anything about it. As a younger man, William worked in a noisy factory. Later, he joined the military and was exposed to a lot of loud sounds. After losing his wife, the need for daily communication diminished slightly. His friends and family have commented about his difficulty, but it was never really a big problem for him. William was not feeling well one day, so he went to see his doctor. The doctor ran some tests, and after a short time, he came back into the office and gave William some terrible news about his condition. After hearing the news, William jumped up out of his chair with a great big smile on his face and ran out of the office without saying a word to the doctor. The doctor was puzzled. He had never seen anyone respond so favorably to such terrible, terrible news. 2 weeks later, the doctor saw William walking down the street with a very attractive younger-looking girlfriend attached to his arm and the same smile he left the office with. The doctor walked up to William and asked, "Is everything okay, William? You ran out of the office the other day and I was very concerned." William said, "I'm doing fantastic. I did everything you told me to do." Confused, the doctor said, "What did I tell you to do?" To which William replied, "Well, you told me to go out and get this hot mama and be cheerful." The doctor said, "No, William, I told you that you have a heart murmur and you need to be careful." The real message behind this cute joke is that there is a big difference between hearing and understanding. A common statement by someone with hearing loss is that they can hear people talking but cannot understand what they're saying. Often, people with hearing loss say, "Why do people mumble?" or "Speak up, I can't hear you." Perhaps the biggest conspiracy theory among seniors with hearing loss is that people don't speak as well as they used to when I was younger. All of these things essentially mean the same thing. I can hear you, but I can't understand you. And this is the great dichotomy of hearing loss. It does not often render someone incapable of hearing all sounds. Rather, it causes someone difficulty understanding important speech sounds. Here's why. A healthy ear can pick up sound frequencies ranging from about 250 Hz to 8,000 Hz, or from low pitch to high pitch, at volume levels from very soft to extremely loud. Here are a few sounds you recognize and where they would fall on this same graph. A bird, for instance, is a high-pitched, soft sound compared to a car, which is a low-pitched sound that is significantly louder. It's easy to understand the difference between these two sounds. A jet airplane or gunshots are extremely loud sounds. When we speak, we use 2 types of speech sounds: vowels and consonants. Consonants are sounds that you make with your lips, tongue, and teeth, such as p, sh, f, th. They are high frequency and quite soft in terms of volume. Vowel sounds, on the other hand, are generated in your voice box and are low frequency, loud sounds like A, E, and O. So how does hearing and understanding come into play? Remember this. Consonant sounds, or the high-pitched parts of speech that are very soft in volume, give you 80% of your understanding when someone is speaking to you. Vowel sounds, or low-frequency loud sounds, only give you about 20% of your understanding. In other words, the softest parts of speech give us the greatest amount of understanding. Since the vast majority of people lose hearing first in the higher frequencies, illustrated by the shaded area, it starts to bite into your ability to hear consonants. No wonder people say, "I can hear you talking. I hear the powerful vowel sounds of speech from your voice box, but I cannot understand what you are saying. I am missing the high-frequency parts of speech that give me 80% of my understanding." Most people, even with hearing loss, will easily hear the power of speech originating from someone's voice box, but unfortunately miss the understanding of speech that comes from very soft sounds generated by the lips, tongue, and teeth. So to people with hearing loss in the high frequencies, it does seem as though the world is mumbling, simply because the person is hearing the vowels and missing the consonants. If you are having difficulty understanding what people are saying, then listen carefully. The technology available today for people with hearing loss is incredible and can dramatically increase your understanding even in a noisy situation. Once a specialist at my hearing centers tests someone's hearing, they simply teach the hearing aids which frequencies need to be turned up and tuned in. You can have this ear-opening experience during the same visit when demonstrated by the specialist. If you're interested in learning if there is a difference between your hearing and understanding, then take the Simple Speech Understanding Test in Segment 4 entitled The 10-Word Test to see how your hearing compares to others. You might be surprised at what you are hearing or not hearing.